It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Vikings and the Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football? To return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. Even 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 now. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
They're going to throw it on third. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So out here the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Running here with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. It is caught left side. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 on Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling our running backs, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's second and 11. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll get this complete to Mooney. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Looking from the gun, it's Cousins. From the pocket. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Got a man, it's London. And they stop him. He's knocked down on that 18-yard line.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do it in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Chandler now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Keep it rolling, fellas.
It's Jones on the toss. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
They're going play action. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
To the air, third long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Falcons will take over.